Yeah, well, that's okay, because let me tell you something. I know, because of what Jason taught me, I know exactly what to do to shut these fuckers down. The reason why they came at so hard, they kept trying to tell me to get in a police car. They kept trying to tell me to get in an ambulance. I'm like, I don't consent to contract with you guys. I said, I'll cooperate and I'll communicate, but I'm staying on private property, and I'm not going to, because I went to the store, and they were helping me, and I said, I'm staying on private property. If you guys want to interview me, you can either talk to me through the phone, or you can talk to me here where I feel safe, because I've been abused by police. I'm not saying you guys are abusive. I'm not saying you guys are bad.
They all are.
Corrupt officers, but everyone that I've dealt with prior in other states have been corrupt, and I don't feel comfortable not being in private property talking to you, because I refuse to contract with you.
You know,
and he goes, and so when I told them, I said, it's not, they said, we know how dangerous he is, and they were trying to get me to be like, he's such a bad guy.
well,
and I was like, you know what, he did some crazy bad things, and he is dangerous right now, but it's because of what you guys did to him.
Yeah, it's what they've done. It's their cause. They're the cause of this shit.
Right, and now he might die.
So I'm like,
and I'm not gonna let them do this and get away with it. I'm not gonna,
No,
and you know they're gonna try to connect him to Matt. And I'm gonna stop it. Because I know how. Because what Jason taught me, we were doing this in Livingston County in Michigan. All the stuff he taught me, and we're getting ready to shut a whole county down. That's why they took my shit.
I just hope he, and then if he does make it out, which I hope. I don't.
He will. You know what? His friend had a prophetic dream that he was on Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, but I don't see. Here's the thing, and I'm going to be straight with you, just like I'm. The reality of it is, if he does make it through, they're going to charge him, or they're going to lie and say that he attempted to murder the sheriff. So, and then
she needs to make a statement.
No, they can't do that. They won't be able to do that, because I was a witness, and the people at the store, the lady who I was with the whole time, she heard them lie. She's like, that's a lie. She's like, I know that is a lie. I can't believe they're lying
Do they have a
to
statement
you.
from her?
She's like, I thought they were good men, and I'm like, I told you they're all like that. I said, even if he's a good man, he's getting orders from the federal government, and he's being put under duress to follow unlawful orders.
So they got married?
So even if he is a good guy, you know, and like they botched it all. They fucked it. Like they were improperly trained, and they made the situation worse rather than better, and then they covered it up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all I can say, you know, I can't change what has happened, but I can, you know, going forward, I know exactly what to do to stop these motherfuckers from hurting him. You know,
they already.
in jail.
I do have paperwork. I forgot.
I've already got a plan going. I know the place where I want him to go to get help. It's in Michigan. It's private. It's a farm that was started by Ernest Hemingway's granddaughter for people like Jason, because her and her grandfather were both. I don't know if you've ever heard of the author Ernest Hemingway from Michigan.
I'm an American. I know. I'm a real American.
Well, not everybody knows authors. You know, I don't want to just assume you know.
I'm an intelligent American. Put it that way.
Good. Well, most people don't know who he is.
I know, especially nowadays.
Because they don't teach Ernest Hemingway.
They don't even teach the Pledge of Allegiance no more in school.
Believe it or not, the Pledge of Allegiance is not good.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Now that I know, because you're pledging allegiance to the fucking corporation.
Yeah, I know that, but still, it's still.
See how it changed, but the original Pledge of Allegiance, right?
For what it was meant to be, is the good part.
Right. Because we should, and you know, when you pledge allegiance,
you pledge allegiance
to your fellow man, to your fellow, you know, man and woman on the land, not the government. And so the current Pledge of Allegiance, you're pledging, or not the government, because we are the government.
We are exactly what I was to say. You're pledging allegiance to our country, which is a republic, for which it stands.
We don't have a republic. We have no republic.
No, it's a democratic fucking mess. It's a democratic treasonous mess.
It's not even Democrat anymore.
No, I know.
It's been communist since the 1960s. And so between what Jason has taught me and what the other people have taught me and what Yvonne, my friend, and I in Michigan have figured out is they have destroyed the republic through federal funding. So the sheriff's offices, they're all federal.
That's right.
They're private for-profit contractors that work for the federal government.
I know.
And we no longer have state or local governments, because all of them take. So anyone who takes federal funding at all It's part of the federal government.
They all need to
So
go.
we have no republic. So Yvonne,
We
my
definitely
friend in
don't have
Michigan,
a republic. No republic at all.
no, yeah, but Yvonne and I figured out how to restore the republic, and that's why they took my shit.
You know how to restore the republic? You get Americans together, take up arms, and you go take it back by force.
No.
That's all that it does.
No, you don't have to do that. We do not have to take up fucking arms. We don't. The reason why we have the Second Amendment is so
we
is
can
so
defend
we don't
against
have to
tyrants.
we have the Second Amendment, so we don't have to use the Second Amendment. The threat of force is all we need. And I know how to write the law documents and leverage the National Guard against the sheriffs
Well,
and
it
the
should be.
courts and the
We see.
and we can start our own public militias.
Oh yeah, I know.
But we don't need to use guns. We don't need to use guns. We got
they
40
use-
or 50 of us. We
This
got
is
40 or 50
crazy,
of us together, and we're serving warrants.
Fucking
And they use.
ludicrously
so-
They're not gonna shoot us.
No, yes they will.
stuff.
Yes they
No,
will.
they won't. They won't be able to.
Dude.
They won't be able to. But
Dude.
the way that Yvonne and
Where's
I
my
are
car?
setting this up, they're not going to be able to do anything because we're doing it all live. And we're gonna, like, I'm telling you, it's gonna be okay. We don't need to shoot people. That's what they want us to do.
No, we
want us
don't need
shoot
to do
people
that.
so they can take our guns. They're trying to use Jason and Matt to say, see all these crazy guys. We should not have nobody should have gun but the police.
Yeah,
That's
fuck
what
the
they're
police.
trying to do.
What's your last name?
Fuck the police.
Fuck them
Right.
police.
He has it tattooed on the back of his head.
Yeah, I got mine in big letters on the back of my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most people, regardless of whether they're Democrat or Republican, don't fucking get what's going on.
No, they don't.
And so
They don't.
we're trying to get people to see
Democrats
what's
and
happening.
Republicans all need to
So anyways,
cease to exist. Period.
Right,
back
you
to
know,
what's really important.
all of this started when they created the two-party system. They
Yeah,
created
I know.
the two-party system
I know.
To distract, divide, conquer, and
Yep,
subjugate.
yep, and it's worked, unfortunately. Well, my brother
But
Jason.
that's my job. I'm here to fix that, and so is Jason, and that's why they're coming at
I'm
us.
What kind of charges does he have? Do you know of any what they charge him
They
with?
have not brought any charges against him, as far as I know,
Okay.
yet. And I told them,
What
and
hospital
that's why
is
they
he at?
didn't want to cooperate with me. I said he is not
What hospital?
responsible for his actions right now.
What did they flew him to a minute? Well, she don't know the hospital.
Well, I'm the one who
right?
helped to get him out the last time, so I just need a name of the hospital. That's all I know.
What's
I need to
that?
know.
Oh, regions.
In Wisconsin or
St.
Minnesota?
Paul.
St. Paul,
you.
Minnesota.
Here's the
Thank
thing.
you,
Here's
thank
how
you.
I know the police are lying is because they keep saying there's nobody there with self-inflicted gunshot wounds. So if you call there to ask
It's on the
for
news.
live man Jason, because he's not under Jason Paul. Go ahead, get in, Cuddles. He's not under Jason Paul Arnold, and I forgot that he'll always call himself
Oh,
live
yeah.
man
Yeah.
Jason, so I didn't think to ask that. They're like, we don't have anybody by that name. So if you guys want to call,
Yeah, I'll find
Oh.
out.
I'll
Live Man
call,
Jason,
like I
and
did last
say
time.
it was some kind of
Because I helped get him out of
wound to
prison.
the face or neck.
Well, I was thinking of just calling the sheriff's department because they put out a
Yeah.
press release.
I know
that
exactly- I know
He shot
exactly
an
what
armored
call.
vehicle and he had
I'm sure.
self-inflicted. And he walked out after
don't
they.
don't call them.
I already
They're
sent.
gonna say shit.
Yeah.
They're corrupt. They
I know
won't get
that.
anywhere
So
with
did
them.
she have any injuries or
I
anything?
want to have it recorded.
Did she go to- did she go to
will you be
hospital?
quiet?
Yeah, go
I'm going to
ahead.
record it and
I
see
wanna
what
know.
they,
I
what
wanna
they
know
have to
what's
say
going
because they're already not making sense. It's already not making
I'm not
sense.
the only one who's seeing that it doesn't add up.
It doesn't make sense, and I know Jason, but I know him to be a good-hearted dude, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I know he's.
not in his PTS moments, but
I don't know.
but even
like I said, it's not his fault.
I-
He has to stop doing this because he is a danger to himself. He was suicidal, is what it was.
Well,
and I think he was trying to get me out of the house so he could kill himself.
Well, you know,
He wouldn't have done that with me.
I
No, he wouldn't have
know. I
done
can
that.
feel similar with what he was going through, what he goes through.
I
'cause
talk to him every single
same
day.
circumstances, basically.
I talk to him every
You know what I
single
mean?
day.
So I understand.
We talk every single day.
Okay, and
But I just letting you know, I talk to him every single
okay.
day.
Well, what I'm saying is I can understand what he was going through.
I don't.
And
I really fucking don't.
I don't see him. He may have done what he's done in the past, but he never hurt nobody. You know, it was always because
Well,
of
even if he did hurt anybody, it's
because of what they done.
It's because they fucking fuck with him and they trigger him and they set him off.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. That's what they do
Yep,
to
that's
people.
what happens when people
I know
I've
it.
seen them
I
do
know
this
that.
over and
Yep.
over again. They did it.
They're
They
lying.
did this to my fucking brother, and then they lie, and
they get away
cause
with
the
it.
problem.
And they're
Yeah,
get-
but
they're getting
not
away
going
with
to
it.
this
I can't.
time.
I
They
can't.
won't. They will not.
Dude.
Will not get away with it.
Oh, I
Will
know
not.
they won't. They're not going to. That's
I
already.
won't let them. They'll have to kill me, and they can't kill me.
I'm just worried about when he recovers, if what kind of charges they might bring upon him, because then that's going to be.
Well,
They've already got it.
He didn't cause harm to nobody. They're
Yeah,
gonna
but
try to
they-
give him a gun charge, but they can't. I know how to get him
The
out
way
of it.
the way they set it up already is to make the public believe that he shot at.
So they need a
SWAT
statement from
team,
her.
or armored
Yes,
car.
They need a
so-
statement from you.
I have a witness,
If-
and I'm gonna get the phone calls because I couldn't record because
That's
they took my
right.
phones and I can't record while I'm on the phone. But
Why would they take
so-
your phone?
I told you
Because they're trying to
wanna
fucking-
know how I'm shutting down a
Yeah.
county in Livingston County.
Yeah.
They are beside
So what phone
themselves
is she
because if
talking
we
on
shut
now,
one
then?
county down, then we can shut every county down.
Yeah,
They
they're
don't want that to happen, and they can't stop it from happening because we already found an Article 3 judge who is actually obeying the law for the first time that I've ever seen in any court. I've never seen a judge obey the law, but we figured out how to pierce that corporate veil. So now we're in the Article 3 court, and we're not in the corporate court. And now that I know how to do that, I can do it anywhere. Because we did it once. If I did it once, I can do it again because I know exactly how to fucking do it. And it was what Jason taught me. And like I said, I don't know, like he started getting set off, and I was, trying to, I would try to be nice. He'd get mad at me if I was nice.
Why were they
I'd try to,
fighting?
Stand my ground and like, no, you're not going to treat me this way. He'd get mad. It didn't matter what I did. He was just like so triggered. Everything just made him angry. Everything made him angry. So he just kept escalating, and we would have a good day, and then he would flip again.
That's great.
Sorry, that's stuff.
That's all right. I'm sorry. Well,
That's
check it
okay.
out.
So, but I'm telling you, I'm not gonna let them do this to him, and I have all the evidence, and there's witnesses. There's plenty of witnesses to this, and his cousin's there, and the hospital isn't even communicating with the sheriffs because of the lies that they're spewing, and that's really telling because usually the hospitals will go along with whatever the cops
Does
say.
she have
and
Heather's
this
number?
hospital's not because it must be that fucking.
So he doesn't have sheriffs right there with him at the hospital. There's no police with him.
No, there's as far as I know, there's no. The hospital is refusing to work with law
I'm
enforcement.
gonna call them right now.
That's what the guy said. He said the hospital is refusing to cooperate with law enforcement.
But-
and I said, why?
So, but
and he
if-
said, we don't know. But then I realized it's because they're lying, and the hospital won't say it's self-inflicted.
It's called the
Well,
Freedom
how-
of Information
This
Act.
is what I don't understand.
Well,
If
no, I'm not
the
going to do a Freedom of Information Act. I'm going to file it because that's asking for information. I'm going to file a writ of execution, which demands the information.
see, this is what I'm not understanding. If the hospital doesn't have him under his name, and the sheriff, or how
Because
how-
Jason doesn't go by his name.
Yeah, I know,
'cause
but
he's
so-
not a name.
So how the guy that at the hospital that's saying that they're not cooperating with the police, which I don't.
The deputy that I talked to said we can't get information from the hospital because they're refusing to cooperate. But
So
I
she didn't go
like
to the
I said,
hospital?
and
So
then
they
when I
didn't-
said,
they-
why
he-
wouldn't
so-
they
So you-
cooperate with you? He couldn't give me an answer, and then I realized after what Todd had come and told me, because he came and his friend Todd gave me an update, and he said about how it went through his mouth and out the back of his neck, and I'm like, there's no way it could have been that gun, because the gun, like, I'll send you a picture of what gun it was, and like I said, the bullets are as big as my swollen finger.
Yeah, that'll take off your head.
Even if you miss, like if you only got half of his
I can't
head,
take no
half
more.
of his head would've
I can't take no
blown
more.
off.
Yeah, if it was a
Way
rifle-
that it was-
I can't.
And that's the only gun he had.
Please.
And it's kind of hard to fucking put a rifle to your mouth,
Well, you
and
couldn't see.
I'm about to have an
Yeah,
anxiety
you couldn't
attack.
fucking see.
it'd be kind of awkward. I know that.
So what it is they lied.
And they shot him.
said- well, no, I don't think they shot him with a bullet. I think they shot him with frag grenades, and a piece of the fragment went in through his neck and out the other side.
They probably shot his ass because they probably shot him. They probably are trying to murder him. You know how they do it.
Maybe they did shoot him, but I'm not sure whatever happened, they did to him, and they're covering it up. That's
Well,
the
and
bottom
you know,
line.
after
The hospital won't cooperate with that, and it's so funny to me. It's ironic that they're saying the hospital won't
well,
cooperate with them.
they've already got it set up. The way they got it set up on that little the media, the fake news, is they got it set up to like he was a threat to the public, and a threat. He shot at the armored vehicle, which gives them a cause to defend themselves.
I'm calling the media today. That's all day. I'm
What's your
about to
last
charge
name?
my phone, so I'm going to get off the phone. And I'm calling every last one of these, and I'm saying, I'm the woman that called, and they're lying about everything.
Yeah.
And you need to get, and I'm going to record that, and I'm going to be like, if you guys don't take my story, then I'm going to file, I'm going to file cold warrants on you and ask by what authority are you lying about Jason Arnold?
Yeah, well, they're in
I'm telling you, you're
cahoots.
going to be fucked. I'm going to
Oh, they're
fuck
fucked
them so
already.
hard.
Oh, they're fucked
You have
already.
no fucking clue.
Yeah, their little press
Oh.
release just doesn't make sense to me. So you just confirmed that.
Since 2020, they've been fucked. What are you talking about?
Say, we know Jason and we know the witness, and if we get enough people calling, then they're going to have to change the story. And I'm telling you, Jason's friend Hank had a dream. And here's the thing: before I even came to see Jason, I already had a vision that we were all going to be on Tucker Carlson.
When?
And then after Jason, and Hank did not know that Jason was shot yet, or he's not shot, but that's what they told me. So it was before I got the news from the sheriff that supposedly he had shot himself. So I told Hank that, but before I told him that, Hank said he had a dream that Jason was on Tucker Carlson and he was okay. So I think he's gonna pull through because,
Papi, go outside.
like Matt, Matt has done some things that aren't great, but he's never really harmed anybody, and everything that happened that he did was because of what they did first. You know what I mean? Why are you barking?
Where's the dog at?
Yeah.
She's right here. They tased the dog.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Her baby.
And I can't believe that our cats survived it. I thought it was gonna come to dead cats, but they were okay. I was so happy that all the animals are okay.
I already know how this is played out with their
I
It's not
said my
gonna
phone.
play out the way that it normally does because
Well,
I'm not going
with
to
them,
let it.
if he God forbid he doesn't make it, but with them the
He's
way
gonna make it.
yeah, I know
He's
that,
going to
I know
make
that, I know that. I want him to.
I know, but
believe me.
we're just gonna manifest.
But I'm just the manifestation. I'm with you on that. Always looking at all the sides. But I'm looking at the positivity. I'm looking at the positivity of them fucking their own shit up, and
exactly.
And I have to put it out there because this, as long as I manifest.
This is gonna let him, because the other thing that Hank said was that when he was on Tucker Carlson, he finally knew where his sons were and everything was okay. So I think this is gonna be what makes, as awful as it is, because they gave us so much rope to hang them with, they're going down now. They are going down because they fucked up so bad, and they don't know who they're fucking with.
See, I'm manifesting. I'm gonna make this manifest, and I already know, and it's gonna happen like this because I got a saying that I go by, and I really truly believe that I'm the one that made this up. The truth prevails, and lies always fail. So I'm gonna manifest the facts of this, or the way that just from their press release, just from their own words, how they want to have it, everybody perceive it. But the facts will come out, and I'm going to manifest it to where it's factual on Jason's behalf, positive on that they fucked up. They're fucking up. They're fucking up because they're just their little release, their video and their little release, and what they're saying does not make sense. But with the way they have it, I'm telling you, is they have it right now set up to the stupid ass American public, which nobody's American.
Yeah, to make him look like
and then in case, God forbid, like I said, he does not make it, they don't have to open an investigation on any of their people. Like I believe they attempted to murder him.
They did. They absolutely did, because I told them.
I can't take it no more. You're not dude. Go outside or something.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. They're gonna do that.
I'm gonna freak as fuck out right now. I can't take it no more. I have PTSD. I can't take it no more.
I believe it's because he's a real American. I know it's because he's a real American.
If you want to talk, please.
Go outside. From his past, they just they probably had enough, and they do what they do.
In the past was a bunch of bullshit, so they used
I know that, but
bullshit to say they could go go in there and take him out, you know. And so, but don't worry about that because, like I said, let's focus on what we can do. That's good, and we're gonna beat them. This is gonna give us what we need to beat them. And I'm not gonna, like, I'm not, like, I'm upset with, and I'm angry with Jason for you know, doing what he's done, but I love him, and I know he wasn't in his right mind. I know he's not culpable for this, and I'm not. I told him, I said, no matter what happens, I don't care if we're together, I don't care if we're not together. If they ever take you, I will not stop, and I will make sure that they don't do anything to you. I'm going to fight for you. I will never stop.
Is his cousin there?
I can keep my promise.
Is his cousin really there with him at the hospital?
Yeah, his friend Todd, she got a hold of Todd, his friend who lives in the next city over here, and he came yesterday and gave me the update about what I had just told you. I'm gonna do a little bit more digging on my own so I can, not to say that I don't believe anything, but I need to find out a couple things. Absolutely. And I would like to, depending on, I don't know what my schedule's like, but and my financial situation, because I'm gonna need a lot of gas to go up to you guys, up that way. I would like to go see him in person.
We're here if you need anything.
Yeah, and I don't have any way to even get there, so and plus I have to stay here and take care of the animals and, you know, try to get the house fixed. I'm working on getting the house cleaned up and fixed, and I gotta, like, call, like, I'm having. You have to have it professionally cleaned.
You're in Exeland, right?
Yeah.
The Village of Exeland.
Yeah.
Is it like a village, a really type of village there, or is it more like
it's tiny.
It's tiny little. It's a cool little small town. Yeah.
It is. I love it here.
Beautiful.
So
but the people are all brainwashed.
Oh, I already know that. That's throughout the whole country. There's very few real Americans.
Well, I'll text you my number. Sorry we had to meet like this, you know.
That's okay.
Unfortunate,
that's okay.
you know?
I'm glad that he has you guys. I'm glad that it's just bringing us all together, and it's good. You know, that's what I have to focus on. If not, I'm not going to be able to function.
If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be here myself. You know, he's helped me with a lot of bullshit that I've been going through for the past 2020. Let's put it that way.
What was your name again?